Hey guys, you ever just have one of those days where it's like you feel like you're in your own way? Well, today is mine. Oh my goodness, I like woke up and went back to bed and I could go back to bed again. Just it's like today I just don't want to do anything. But I do have a question. So, if you had unlimited money to start your own business, what would it be? That's one to think about. So, I kind of have two. Um, the first one would be a food pantry, and I would have it set up almost like a like a shopping store, you know, and so people could go in and get the stuff that they really need. Because I know a lot of times when you go to food pantries, first of all, you get a lot of junk, and second of all, you get things that maybe you don't really use. And it's kind of like, let's just say somebody's birthday is coming up and you don't have the money to make them a cake. So you go to a food pantry, rarely are they going to have, you know, cake mix and frosting and candles and eggs and everything that you're going to need to make that cake. So, and yes, there are a lot of cake mixes out there that you don't have to have eggs or milk. So that could work too. But my one thing would be I would be making trays and putting the cake mix and the frosting and the candles and everything you need to make that cake right in that thing. So you know what? Not only can people, a lot of times when you walk into food pantries, people have their head down because they're oppressed or depressed, or sometimes they're just embarrassed about even being in there. I just want it that when people come into my food pantry, that they feel good and they know that chances are they could get whatever it is that they need to, you know, to shop for the week. You know, I don't want people to look at it as a handout. I want it to be a hand up because so many people out there need it. And so, yes, that would be the number one thing that I would do. And the second thing would be a doggy daycare. I would love to have a doggy daycare. And I would have it set up that the buses come to the people's house and they pick the dogs up and they bring them in, and you know, we would have movie night for the dogs, and you know, we could serve, you know, popcorn and you know, that ice cream, Paws ice cream, and you know, and we could have let's not forget the cats. So we'll bring the cats in too, but of course they'll be in another room, and we'll have cat treats and, you know, things for them too. So, but that would be my second thing. So I'm really curious to find out, what would you do? What kind of business would you have if you could afford it? So, all right, I'm really looking forward to your comments on this one. So, and if you like this video, subscribe. So, I will talk to you later. Looking forward to your comments. So, all right, bye.